Good morning, passport holders. Today is September 25th, 2015, day 329 of the vlogs, and you know what day it is. It's new iPhone day. So I am going to roll the dice here. I'm going to grab a Red Bull on the way over to the AT&T store, which opens at 9 a.m., which is about 50 minutes from now. This is my AT&T store of choice for this purchase. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they're open quite yet. I think I got 10 minutes. So apparently this location opened up at 8 a.m. Since I rolled in at 8:45, 8:50. No line, and of course because I went all the way to the top of the line, 128 gig space gray. Yeah, no issue whatsoever in getting me a phone. So it's now 9:02 and I'm already on my way back to the house. Pretty cool. And as is always the case when starting a new iPhone, do one final backup, always. Backup done. Time to crack this guy. There he is. We shall start the process by getting them all unpacked and restoring the backup. Restore in progress. 3 minutes. And there it is. My phone's back, minus the zoom problem, but I can fix that in a second. Well, after a pair of updates, restoring from the backup, and a handful of other little setup things, I'm in the final, I think, restart at this point before my phone is really functionally my phone. The more that I look at the 4K footage that Casey Neistat and a couple other vloggers and people who had access to the phone early put up, the more I actually think I am going to make the iPhone 6s my vlogging camera. I mean, obviously this camera has a couple of issues with it. Obviously, you know, we've well documented the scratch on the lens, the stuff that's near or on the sensor, and so I've got to take it in to get repaired anyways, and normally on a Best Buy repair like this it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. So I think that once I get back to Arizona, I will execute the repair on this camera and then really force myself to get super comfortable with using the iPhone 6s, the Gazer SP1 gimbal, stabilizing gimbal that I have, and then I may pick up a Moment wide-angle lens as well, just because it's only $100, and if that replaces this and gets me 4K, that's a pretty solid setup. So I'm really thinking that that might be the play for me. So yeah, it should be a good start to the day. At this point, though, it's just shy of 10 a.m. And I'm going to start doing the vlog editing, so I actually need this camera and its card in order to begin that process. Well, that was absolutely lovely. That stated, I don't know if I'm going to be very productive the rest of the day because I'm in total like relaxation chill mode at the moment, and it's even better because the car is warm. It's good stuff. But I got to get back to the house. I got to eat some lunch. Got to work, and then yeah, I got to make sure that everything's going okay with the business operation day to day. So, should be pretty simple. But next up, soup for lunch. Made stew, some bread, Clintus up on the laptop. That is a good start to the afternoon.
This is me trying the iPhone 6s completely stock. No stabilizer, no post color correction, nothing. The only bit that is different than a straight stock setup is that I am using my Rode lav mic. Longtime passport holders, aka the 3 of you who have watched the first 3 episodes, know that this is actually the way that I shot them. I didn't have an external camera, I didn't have anything else, and I stopped using it because of the fact that my job was so dependent on my phone. So now that we've got a huge jump in quality, and this is always on me, and I no longer have the battery concerns that I once had because I'm not on call all the time and I can charge my phone a bit easier, I'm really considering using this as my vlogging camera in the SP1 and maybe using the Rode mic as well, the full DSLR shotgun mic that I have. So I'm really interested to see how this all comes out, how it sounds, how it looks. But if it is as good as I think it is, and as good as some of the 4K test videos that I've been seeing on YouTube, I think there's a real shot that I might do this.
Casey Neistat was exactly right. The focus area is a little too narrow for me to be using as a vlogging camera in hand. I think with the SP1 and getting it out just a little bit further, it would help. But I decided to take the plunge, and I ended up buying a Moment lens. It should be at Ben and Kamie's house on Wednesday, if everything goes to plan. So yeah, when I get there Thursday, like I'm gonna have just like, it's gonna be like Christmas Day. Like there's just gonna be tons of boxes for me to open, and I've got to still go to the storage unit at that point and grab my bike and the costume for Tour de Fat and just all kinds of stuff. I don't know what we're doing tonight. It's a Friday night. They tend not to want to cook on Fridays, and so I don't know if we're going out to dinner or if we're gonna bring in pizza or whatever. Any which way, though, it should be a good time, and I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and as you're watching this, maybe, if you're watching it first day, a good Saturday as well. So, I'm not entirely sure that you guys are going to be able to see this because it's way too dark in this car, but we've just watched a really funny thing go down where the guy who parked next to us left his truck running when he went to the red box and proceeded to forget the DVD that he was either returning or was renting, and we're having this funny look as other people have come up to the red box about whether or not they're going to take the DVD or just immediately return it. And right now, it's looking like this dude in the blue is going to take it.
In his back pocket until he saw me looking. Tell your audience that.
Yeah, well, we did see him. Oh no, he totally is taking it.
Did he?
Yeah, he did not put it back in. Getting right back in that back seat? Mm-hmm, buddy.
Why is he getting in the back seat?
On the way back from Pappy's, I jumped on my new iPhone and broke out YouTube Gaming because I received a notification while we were at dinner stating that Clintus was live streaming on Clintus Games. And I saw that there were just a lot of people saying things that shouldn't have been said, and you know, Clintus was in the middle of a raid, and therefore it was kind of tough for him to moderate it, and his normal moderators weren't there. So I, sent him a text message and told him that I'd be back at the house in a couple of minutes, and that if he needed an extra mod, I'd be happy to do it. Little did I know that I would end up being the only mod for the vast majority since I got here, which is nearly, I want to say, 2.5 hours now. So yeah, I mean, it's gotten better in the fact that there are fewer people watching as it gets later and later into the evening. And the trolls just have, we've been dropping ban hammers left and right. So, just trying to have the boys who are playing get through this raid and, have a civilized chat room. With the successful raid, Clint and his clan defeated orcs, which is pretty cool to see that happened. I am exhausted though, and I have an early start tomorrow morning with the Aston Villa match. So I'm going to end the vlog now. Thank you guys for your time and your attention. I appreciate them both. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still. So go do cool stuff. And bye for now.